Hi guys, it's Mark from Mind Frontiers. Let me just adjust the sound, that's better. There we go. Now it's a cold, snowy day here in Yorkshire. But I've been asked to do some videos, so the first video that I'm going to do is talk about beliefs. Now specifically people wanted me to talk about religions, but I'm going to stay clear of religion. I'm going to talk about how beliefs affect religion, but not mention the religion in themselves. Then we'll talk about how everybody's different and what we can do about it so that we can actually treat each other as human beings. So first off, people have beliefs. These beliefs are formed at an early age. So these are whether they're cultural beliefs, religious beliefs, genetic beliefs, which is really what I mean is passed on from mum and dad or parental guardians. Our beliefs are even formed by our peers. Now this starts at a very young, early age. So as we're growing up, we are bombarded with information. Some information is good, some information is not so good. We're also bombarded with the experiences of those information. So for example, a person that's brought up in a strict household would have different beliefs to somebody that has been brought up in a relaxed background. All backgrounds and cultures and all these sort of things are passed on to people. They are formed at an early age. And our beliefs shape our lives. Now some people, their beliefs are to do with religion. And there are lots and lots of different religions out there. And I'm not saying anyone is right or anyone is wrong, because they're all based on belief. And beliefs are fine, because they can serve us and they can work for us and they can be effective. So we can learn to do things and go, yeah, I believe that I can do this. Or I believe that my religion will enable me to do this. And these are effective beliefs because they work for us. But not all beliefs are effective. And some beliefs, even though they have a cultural appropriation, so they're shared by the culture and they're shared by the religion, so they can be generic, but they're not all generic. We are all individuals. Every single person on this planet is an individual. So even though you may have the same upbringing and the same experience, we might still have a different view on that belief. Whether that's religion, whether that's other beliefs. These are core beliefs. These are beliefs that run our programs. They run our habit programs. And we live our lives by those beliefs. The beliefs that we have, what do I mean by they run our core programs and that we live our lives by our beliefs? Well, think of it this way. If I was driving a car and I believed that I was invincible, I might drive the car really, really fast. But on a cold winter's day like today, that's probably not a very sensible idea. So it can limit us. But we look for evidence to prove our beliefs. I can't go into town because there's too many people. Oh look, there's lots of people. I did tell myself so. I did tell you. And then we are reinforcing our current beliefs. And that happens with every belief, whether that is in religion or not in religion. We live our lives by our beliefs. Some people say you have to do this in the religion. Some people say you have to do this in the religion. And we have to do that all the time, because that is how our beliefs work. But what we've got to look at is what beliefs do we have and what messages are we sending to other people? Are we forcing our beliefs on other people? Because if we are, then you're counteracting their own beliefs. could challenge those beliefs and say, well, is that actually effective? Our beliefs run our lives. Our beliefs run our society. What we believe in becomes true. And that doesn't matter what we believe in, whether it's A religion or B religion. We live our lives to our beliefs, and we will follow those beliefs. And when we're challenged, sometimes we can go, actually, yeah, this belief actually is true and it works for me. Sometimes those beliefs, such as I don't want to go into town because of too many people, we can challenge those beliefs so that they learn to do things in different ways. But this becomes an essential part. We have to be acceptance of ourselves, of our own beliefs, as well as accepting of other people, and taking away any other judgments, because who are we to say that your belief is right? Who are we to say that your belief is wrong? Our beliefs are our beliefs, and we are human beings and we are individuals. So our beliefs should stay as our beliefs. We've got no right to tell other people that their belief, no matter what it is actually wrong. We can hold a mirror up and say, is it effective? Is it working for you? And if it's working for them, great. Then it's a program that's working for them. If it's not effective, then it's about how can we do things in a different way? How can I express myself in a different way so I'm not being judgmental of others? This was where reflecting comes again. But our beliefs are very, very important. They drive us in our society. They motivate us for our lives. But it's whether those beliefs are actually effective or not. And many people in religion say their beliefs are very, very effective. And that's brilliant for them. Many people without religion have many beliefs that works for them. But as I said, we've got to be accepting of others and accepting of ourselves, no matter what that belief is. Because if we're just doing it from our own point of view, that's point one, so position one as we call it in therapy terms, then we're only looking at it from our own point of view. And if we only look at it from our point of view, when we have beliefs, I'm right, you're wrong. As soon as somebody says I'm right, which can be a belief, then something else or somebody else has got to be wrong. We need to step back and say, right, hang on. We don't need to be judging like this. What can we do differently? Because position one is all about self, which is good to put yourself first, so that you can work on yourself and learn to love yourself. But what expense is it having if we're just constantly doing it from our own point of view? No matter the religion, no matter the belief. Now if we look at position two, where we're looking at it from the other point of view, it's how, a lot of people in position two see themselves as the people pleasers. I have to do this for other people because X, Y, Z. I have to do this for other people. And that can be in religion too. I have to do this because this says this and this says this. And actually not going, hang on a minute, yes, this says this, but how can I do this differently? So that I can do it rather than being told I have to do it. And then it becomes a different belief. And then we have the observer, which goes, actually, I can see both sides of the argument or the belief system. And actually, you've got a point and you've got a point. But however, if you say this has got a point. So that we become educated. And the more we educate ourselves and other people in a non-judgmental and acceptable manner, the more we can interact with each other and treat each other as human beings and actually learn how other people work, how other religions work. Therefore, that we can actually go, yeah, this is actually your belief, your religion, that's absolutely fine. I respect that. This is my religion. And then they can go, yeah, I respect that too. Then you have commonality. You might have different beliefs, different religions, but you have respect and commonality, which means as a human society we're actually growing and evolving. And the more we can do that, the more humanity can grow, and the less violence there is, more peace and love there is, more acceptance of others, no judgments. And that's the key thing. We've got to remove those judgments. We've got to become more accepting of others, as well as accepting of ourselves. It's quite a hard-hitting video, this, but this is what I was asked to talk about. These things are vital if we want to grow as a human society. Love, peace, happiness, joy, wonderful emotions, but these are what we need to share. And we can only do that by reflecting on our own beliefs, finding out what works and what doesn't work, and accepting of other people's beliefs, and doing it without any judgment or any stigma. Because when we have stigma and judgment, we're blaming other people for our own feelings and not going, actually, these are my feelings. Quite a hard-hitting video, so let's have a nice little shake about, because we've got to look inside ourselves, and just by changing the posture and having a bit of a breath and a bit of a movement, we can do other things, and we can learn to let go of any tension and any stress. So that's it for now. It's just a quick short video on what I've asked her. The next video that I'm going to be talking about is how to ask for help, because many people out there are afraid to ask for help, especially men. I don't need help, I'm perfectly fine, when they're not. And they have a lot of shame when they have asked for help, and they feel guilt and remorse. So that's going to be the next video. So I do hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Hard hitting. Drop your comments, subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitter, and don't forget to add the notification button, because there's going to be more videos coming out. Drop me a comment on any other videos you might wish. In the future there's going to be a video with a musician, and we're going to talk about how the mental health is going to affect that, because he's a very positive musician, and we're going to talk about how music can actually affect how we feel. So as I said, guys, you're amazing, you're wonderful. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, on my Facebook page, Mind Frontiers, or markglentonNLP.com, my Twitter handle, which is @Glenton123, and my YouTube channel, which will be on the link below. And don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up and give us a smile, guys.